everyone, welcome back, and I am so sorry for the little absence. You have no idea how much I have wanted to film YouTube videos, but I had been so ill. Like, it was one of those illnesses that knocked out my whole family. Like, even the dog was ill, bless him. He was like sniffling as well. Like, every time I went to film, I just would fall asleep. I'm not even joking. I'm gonna try and film, I do say this though and it never happens, but I want to try and film a video every single day for you guys to make up for my little absence, because I have loads of clothes to show you and I just want to, they're all summery stuff and I just want to get them in before the last of the summer is over. So yeah, expect a video every day this week. Hopefully, if I'm good. Today's video is going to be a little different. I'm going to be talking about trends and what trends I will be adopting in autumn winter this year. So I went back to the shows that are in spring, and obviously you know the shows are like 6 months behind. So I went through all the Vogue archives and I studied every single catwalk show to see like what trends that I wanted to adopt or look out for when I shop in autumn winter 16-17. So hopefully from this video you can see the trends to look out for in autumn winter, and also if I wear stuff, where I've got my inspiration from. So let's get into it. The first trend I'm going to talk about is the 70s. And if you do remember, I don't know, some of you might not be old enough, but if you remember the 70s show with Ashton Kutcher, can't even say the name, and Mila Kunis, can't say names, but if you remember that show, and oh my god, I've just remembered that girl from Orange is the New Black. That's where I remember her from. Orange is the New Black. What's her name? The lesbian, she's in the 70s show. So all these looks in the catwalk very much reminded me of the 70s show, and I just love it. Even before I did this and researched into the shows, I was like, I really want a corduroy like suit, or corduroy flares. I want corduroy pinafores. I was like, corduroy, it needs to happen in autumn winter. Hopefully if I'm good, the pictures will be somewhere here so you'll know exactly what I'm on about. Really clashing colours, like oranges with yellows, blues, like these vivid clashing colours that remind you so much of the 70s. I'm actually quite excited to adopt this trend because it's not very me, but sometimes I just like to throw my style out the window and try something new. So this is definitely going to be that, like maybe a polar neck under like a corduroy pinafore, something like that. Yeah, and like wacky tights or something. I don't know. I'm really gonna look forward to trying this trend out. So as we go through this video, I'll pop the images either here or here, I don't know. And I'll put the designer so you can see exactly where the trend is coming from. Next is the high-waisted baggy pants, and I've actually just, in my Primark haul a couple of weeks ago, I had a pair of pants just like this. So these are really easy to find on the high street. So really big baggy balloon pants that just belt in at the waist with a bit of ruffle at the top, and actually creates a really nice silhouette. But I saw this in so many different looks on the catwalk. I saw them on so many different models and I just loved that look. I thought it would be great for like office wear or like a smart casual look, like, and it really accentuated your waist. So I love that about clothes. Like, creating back a couple of videos I mentioned how I loved Vivienne Westwood's play with fabrics, but she always like pinched in at the waist. Again, this is what those trousers do, so that's really good. And it also ties very much into like this oversized suit trend that I saw. And actually I was at an event with someone that worked at Vogue last night, and she was saying that oversized suits are going to be a big thing, and I can see why, because it was on every single runway show, like especially in like a check print, but I'll get onto that in a bit. I'm getting ahead of myself. So the next trend I'm going to talk about is cobalt blue. And actually I saw this when I was I think I was flicking through Porter magazine or Vogue magazine. Anyway, I think it's Dior that has a double page spread of just cobalt blue, and I saw it on so many different catwalks that I knew it was going to be a big thing. So expect a lot of cobalt blue to appear on the high street sometime soon. But I love it. It's a great colour. It looks great on everyone's skin tone. It really brings out like the colour in your cheeks and stuff like that. So yeah, love the cobalt blue trend. I'm going to be recycling those jumpers that I have in cobalt blue because I just think it's a really great colour. Yes, I've actually no idea what my hair is doing. I kind of tried to colour it, but I don't really know what happened. The next one I'm going to talk about coats, and oversized coats aren't a new thing. It's not like a new trend or anything, but they seem to be bigger and better in a whole new different way this year, and a lot of them seem to be belted in at the waist. And actually a great place to get oversized coats, like oversized like suit structured coats, are from charity shops. They have so many, well, in the ones that I go to around by me, they have so many like that there. And also you can get really nice belts from charity shops too. Maybe I'll do a charity shop haul, because I actually have done that for years. Some such good finds in charity shops, especially like if you want oversized stuff to belt at the waist, and like those scarves are always in there as well. So really good. Go check out your charity shop for some like sneaky finds. So the next one is the jumper dress, and I saw it on so many different catwalks that I had to mention it. And it's one of those things that I have a few in my closet, but I don't wear them in a big way, and I'm so excited to wear them in a big way this year. I have some that I've already ordered over there, so watch out for my hauls because they're going to come in. I thought it was such a great alternative from wearing like just the ordinary jumper and jeans. You could wear a jumper dress, and actually the one I have ordered, which I will show you soon, is great for like office wear as well. Like wear a jumper dress to the office. That's a perfect like example of how to incorporate trends into office wear. I know a lot of you asked if I could do an office wear lookbook or office wear haul, and I'm working on it. I've slowly like been eyeing up pieces to get in for you guys, so I'm going to do that for you soon if I can collate enough pieces together. So the next one is velvet, and it's kind of like in line with the 70s theme, but I just saw so many like velvet dresses, velvet suits, velvet shoes, velvet everything. So of course the high street is going to adopt that, and there's going to be so much velvet on the high street. But I love it. I really want a velvet suit. I want a velvet and corduroy suit. What's happened to me? I've gone to 70s, but I love that era. Like that era of dressing is so cool. I've already started to see this next trend like throughout the summer, but it's going to be huge. And I mean that, like, I know a few bloggers have adopted this trend and makeshifted it themselves. It's the asymmetrical shirt. So it's where you wear like your shirt and like have it hanging off and like tie it. I have a feeling that brands are going to start making them like this. I've seen a couple in Topshop already. So the asymmetrical shirt is going to be a big thing. I saw it on loads of catwalks. So look out for asymmetrical like hemlines and like collar necklines. It's going to be huge, especially in shirts. You guys may have noticed I always wear stuff off the shoulder. Like if I've got a jumper or a shirt on, I'll always just like whack a shoulder out. And I think the reason why I do that is because I saw it so much on the catwalk, and that's where I've adopted it from. Okay, let's talk sheer. I'm not a fan of the free the nipple where you can actually see the nipples. I think there's a time and a place for that, and it might be in the bedroom. But if you can feel comfortable with your nipples out with sheer on, you go girl. It's just not for me. So the sheer trend, you can wear like little camis or like bras underneath it, but it was massive, especially in dresses. I actually have a beautiful sheer dress from Boohoo, which I'm going to show you this week sometime, and it's like got a leotard underneath with like a sheer fabric over the top. Like just playing with sheer in many different ways will be huge as well. Like we've already started to see it a little bit, but it's just going to keep going, especially sheer black. Like I think that's very gothic looking, and like that gothic like grunge trend is something that I will always love. Very much like that style. Let's talk about the colour white. I sound like a kid talking about toys. This is how I feel about fashion, guys. Let's talk about white. White is going to be huge. It's going to be huge. White with like vivid colours, like popping colours, like an all white outfit with like red boots, an all white outfit with like a red purse, like all white outfit with like a pink lip. Just white with vivid colours is going to be something really different for autumn winter as well, because usually you associate white with like summer and spring. So for white to be such a huge thing in the autumn winter catwalks was something very new. So I'm excited to see as well how the high street adopts that, because I can assure you white will be everywhere. Okay, so this next one, we're gonna talk sweaters. And Victoria Beckham does this really well. Like these high neck, structured, just a beautiful sweaters. The high neck is like a must, and they just like almost swamp you, but in a really structured, nice way. The ones that like go perfectly with big shades. Victoria Beckham all over. I've actually been on the hunt for these jumpers, and I am ready to stock up on a load of them because they are very much my kind of style. I love a big, thick, chunky knit in the winter. And now I know in the summer months I'm very like, I don't like to spend a lot on like dresses or shorts, but in the winter sometimes I do like to invest in good sweaters because I live in England. They're going to last me a lifetime. If I get a good sweater with a good fabric, it will last a long time. So I'm a bit sweater obsessed, so expect a lot of sweaters sometime soon. And why do I keep saying sweaters? That's American, right? jumper. And I saw a lot of these structured jumpers with like shirts underneath them to create like jumper shirt dresses. Love this look. Some were belted in the middle as well. Sunglasses on, big toe, woolly tights, such a nice look. I always say autumn winter is like my favorite time of year because I love layering fashion. Like that's my favorite thing to do. So the next trend is kind of like, this is going to sound weird, but it's like a warrior look. I saw loads of women on the catwalk and they just look like so strong, so sexy, so warrior-like with like dark colours on, pantsuits, like big thick belts around the middle, like structured, like it wouldn't look strange if they pulled like a sword and a shield out, like that kind of look. I kind of like it. It's very much down that grungy route, which I like. I love a bit of grunge, and I think autumn winter is just the perfect time to adopt that look. The next trend, I'm going to say it's leather, but I don't actually know whether it is leather or if it's just like some sort of PVC painting fabric. I don't know. But this look was, I watched a video it was the new editor of Vogue, and he was saying that he's never been a fan of like leather pants, and I totally get it. Like, leather pants is a difficult one. They have to be the perfect leather pants because they can go very wrong very easily. So I'm not saying leather pants are like awful. I think they can look amazing, but you just have to be very careful with the correct leather pant, if that makes sense. So I've never been one to go crazy on the leather trend or painting PVC, whatever it is. I saw it so much on the catwalk in like dresses and skirts and tops, not necessarily pants, but definitely a load of other things in different colours. So I'm very excited to experiment maybe with leather. I don't know if I'll get a pair of leather pants. My problem with leather pants, I can never get them to fit, so they go crinkly. Like I have like sparrow legs, so knobbly knees, and like the leather like really accentuates my knobbly knees, you know, when it's like crinkly. So maybe that's why I don't like leather, but we'll try. We'll give it a go and see what happens. Okay, so this goes back to, probably should have mentioned these all together, but this goes in line with like maybe the 70s vibe a little bit, and it's, do you remember last year like everyone had shearling coats? Shearling coats were so huge, and this year they have gone long. I've already been trying to like eye some up, but I don't think autumn winter is like in its full swing yet in the shop, so I'm still gonna keep an eye out. So yeah, long shearling coats and like tan colour and like tan and cream, that kind of style, like very in line with the 70s colour scheme. Yeah, and look how warm it looks. You know, in England it gets so something like this is so ideal to like battle the winter weather. So this summer we saw so much of that like floaty, chiffony, like floral fabricy dresses and all that like Chloe girl style. And I actually don't think it's going anywhere. By the looks of the trends on the catwalk, I don't think it's going anywhere. So you can adopt your like summer dresses, whack on a big oversized woolly cardigan, maybe belt it around the middle, maybe whack on a pair of woolly tights and some boots, and suddenly you've transformed your Chloe girl summer look to your Chloe girl winter look. I love this style. I will definitely be wearing this, and as you can see the pictures, there are some amazing like styles of this on the catwalk, so really interested to carry this on. So next I'm going to talk about fur snoods, and firstly I just want to say that snood is literally one of my favourite words. So fur snoods, like I love a fur snood, I love that word. But I have them already in my wardrobe and from last year, and I love them. They're so easy to make an outfit really warm and snuggly. But yeah, if you just want to have a sweater with the fur snood, it equally keeps you a lot warmer than if you had a jacket on. So they really add a lot of warmth to an outfit and look really kind of cool with a big pair of sunglasses. Like really great for like snazzing up office attire, I think, like transforming your like shirt and your like maybe smart handbag and black trousers, whack on a fluffy snood and maybe like a vivid green or something, and suddenly you've got a really cool outfit. I think it might be a little bit cliche of me to say like metallic's gonna be a trend, because metallic's like always a trend, but I saw a lot of this on the catwalk, like full blown metallic, like head to toe metallic dress. Chanel did it really nicely. I think Kendall Jenner wore like a jacket with like metallic. I really love this. Like maybe metallic shearling is going to be something really interesting, but metallic's not just going to be like hints anymore, it's going to be full blown, and I think that was definitely what I think a lot of people were saying when they said metallics, and it could be a trend, because we all know metallics like always going to be in. So the next two I'm going to kind of talk about together, because there's a look on the catwalk that I absolutely love. I'm going to call it spy print. Don't know what it's called. Check, like brown check, the spies were like on cartoons. What's that print called? spy print. Spy print, and it's definitely not called that. It's going to be a big thing. I already ordered, well, I've already got my eye on a couple of coats with spy print in them. I love that effect. I just make up so many words on my channel, don't I? Shall I make a dictionary of Laura's words, like designer-esque, spy print? I don't know where they come from. Those type of coats, big trench and patent leather slouchy boots. These boots were all over the catwalk, like slouchy knee-high patent leather boots, and I love them. I've seen them in Zara, a pair in Zara, which I absolutely love. They're red and I want them. And this teamed with like a trench coat. I just thought was a really sleek and different look, and that was like one of those trends that I hadn't seen before that I could see being a big thing, and I'm excited to see how many shops I can find them in, because they're in Zara already, so I want to see them in Primark. That would be fun. I've written something here that looks like, this is Laura's great ideas. I've written something that says cold disso einer. Cold disso einer.
Cold disso. Please share. Oh, I don't know what this says. Cold. I don't know what it says. Cold. I think it says cold. Cold disso einer. I have no idea what it says. Cold.
So you know me, my silk phase this summer has been like epic. I love silk, but I saw lots of silk on the catwalk, like underneath knitwear, underneath jumpers, like very much like the Chloe girl style that I was talking about before. Keep hold of your silk or satin, I don't know what it is, and just pair it with like your knits and your wools and see what happens, because I think that could be a really nice layering effect. We're nearly at the end. I just wanted to talk about block colours, and I saw a lot of like head to toe tan, head to toe grey, and I've said previously I'm not a fan of like matchy things, but these were working really nicely together. Like head to toe tan is something that I never thought I'd like, but these models are rocking it. I thought it was a very nice look, so head to toe in one colour might be creeping into my wardrobe. And lastly but not least, I just wanted to give Michael Kors a shout out. We all know Michael Kors for its like handbags, it's very renowned for its accessories, but I'd never actually looked at its clothes properly. So I saw the catwalk show and I was just obsessed with it. Like the style is very much my cup of tea. Like I loved the jumper dresses and like the way they tied around the waist and tied around the neck, like the way he like paired fabric together, layered it, was just so my cup of tea. So that look is definitely what I'll be channeling a lot this autumn winter, hopefully. I hope you liked my trend watch, and I'm hoping to do a lot more videos like this, because as you can probably tell, I love doing videos like this, like talking about fashion. I could probably do it for hours. So I'd love to share more stuff like this with you. So I'm going to do a looks list in a couple more days, and that's like if I was going to invest in something, what items would I invest in and stuff like that. So hopefully there's going to be a lot more geeky fashion stuff for you guys, because I love geeking out on fashion. Anyway, I'm rambling. If you want to follow me on social media, you know the drill. It's at the Laura Blair on everything. Come say hey, and I will see you hopefully tomorrow.